Hi everyone, it's Nick here from TraderLion. Excuse my voice in this video, I'm still a little bit sick, but it shouldn't be that bad. This video we're going to cover distribution days. We personally feel that distribution days are not as prominent as they used to be. They're just not as important. A few years ago we would watch the distribution days and we'd keep a count of how many we're at, and that was how we would really judge kind of the health of the market. Now, we really don't even look at distribution days. We're just judging the health of the market by the leadership. Is money rotating? Is the leadership healthy? And that's really going to tell you what you need to know. But I'm going to cover the textbook definition in this and then kind of why I think that distribution days have less value. So what is a distribution day? The textbook definition, it's a loss of more than 0.2% by one of the major indices, the NASDAQ or the S&P 500, with volume being larger than the prior days. Why is it important? Distribution days are normally signs that the big institutions are exiting the market. We know that you can't move the market, I can't move the market. The people that are moving the market are the big institutions. And so it's our job to spot what they're doing and follow along. When they're rotating sectors and they're putting money into a new sector, we're rotating and putting money into a new sector. So you always want to be aware of what the institutions are doing. However, let's take a look at the S&P and kind of look at this in real time. The standard definition, once you get to 6, 7, 8 distribution days, you're going to start to expect the market to roll over. Now, that's really not the case here. You see, we've just had distribution days, distribution days, distribution days, distribution days. And if you look at the overall trend of the market since we've corrected, the overall trend has been up. So why is this? Well, yes, the same things happen over and over again in the market. There's nothing new necessarily about the market. The same things are going to play themselves over and over. However, technology is getting a lot smarter and a lot quicker. And so we're starting to see, for the past few years, and it's only getting more aggressive, we're starting to see algorithms, high frequency trading. We're starting to see all that in the market. These algorithms are engineered by the brightest people in the world, and we talk about all the time, trading is mostly a mental game. These engineers actually study human psychology in trading and program them into the algorithms. They know exactly where pivot points are. They know where to put the stock so that people will get scared and get out of it. They know where to put the stock so people get greedy and want to buy into it. So these algorithms are constantly playing on people's emotions. Now, what we've been used to seeing for a while, especially since this last correction, is you see that most of these days, most of the high volume days are red, and most of the green days happen to be in lower volume. So we would technically be racking distribution days up. But this is why we say trading is half art and half science. If we look at this candle right here, you see we had very large volume. A lot of companies or a lot of professionals, they're going to tell you that this was a massive distribution day. But you have to see where the bulk of the volume is. Where was the bulk of the volume that the volume was so high? If you look here, yeah, we came down pretty far. However, we picked up off the lows, and so a lot of that volume was attributed to buying those lows. There was a lot of demand down there, and a lot of that volume was attributed to buying it. And look what happened. Yeah, we went down for a few days, but now we are coming back up. And so for somebody to classify this as a distribution day, that's too black and white, and you really need to view it a little bit deeper. If we look again here, you see this candle, big red down day. This would be classified as a distribution day. But what happens? The market trended directly back up right after. And so if you look at this candle, a lot of that, we did touch lows below 2680, but a lot of buyers stepped in and closed it about halfway up the candle. So although this is technically classified as a distribution day, this is another instance where you really got to use your own brain and say to yourself, all right, the bulk of this volume was buying. There was a lot of demand down here at the lows, and so it's more accumulation than distribution. So that's why we really don't put much focus on the distribution days anymore. Again, these algos are trained so that they'll close the market a hair in the red to make it look like distribution and disguise that they were really accumulating, and it'll work vice versa. So for any of our members, you guys already know this. It should be imprinted in the back of your brain for anyone that's not with us. How do you judge the health of the market? Watch the leaders, Amazon, Netflix. Watch how they're all looking. If they're all building constructive bases, breaking out, consolidating, the market is healthy. When the market is not healthy, you're not going to see so many good setups. Once you start seeing that there's not so many setups, a lot of charts are falling apart, the leaders are breaking down, that is when you start to realize that the health of the market might not be so good. Institutions may be exiting. And that's going to give you a sign before any distribution day would. A lot of times what happens is they'll sell the leaders and they'll prop up the indexes, so that way when you're just looking at the S&P or the NASDAQ, it doesn't look like much selling is going on, but the institutions are exiting their positions. And it happens the other way around as well. So I hope this video was helpful. I know the topic was distribution days, but it's kind of how to view them with a different thought process. One that's actually up to date with current technology and current standards. If anybody has any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. If not, have a great rest of your night, and I'll see everybody tomorrow.